this in my backyard.
One of Kentucky's biggest bourbon companies wants to expand its footprint. Not everyone supports the plan. This is Wave News at 11. I'm Jose Salsaya. Thanks for joining us. Four Roses is proposing development on a site near Cox Creek. Wave News reporter Logan Perrone finds some people are not on board with bourbon butting up to their property. Logan.
Yeah, Jose, the site would have more than a dozen bourbon warehouses for the company. However, it would be placed in an area surrounded by a number of homes. One homeowner who would back up right to the site says it's exactly what he moved there to avoid. Nelson County might be home to the bourbon capital.
As you can hear right now, this is the way we like it.
It's not why Jason Cole bought his there more than a decade ago.
Specifically picked this property because it's not near any rickhouses or distilleries.
With a view that sells itself, Cole sees himself staying put. But that vision could be uprooted as the business of bourbon once again takes root. Under the proposal by Four Roses, they would take the roughly 200 acres behind Cole's property and put 16 rickhouses on it. The site would look similar to their facility just across the Bullitt County line.
It's this portion.
Attorneys for Four Roses hosted a public meeting Thursday as required to get the land rezoned for a planned unit development in Nelson County. It's a process county leaders like Tim Hutchins put in place to make sure voices like Cole's are heard and to have accountability.
They have to go through a public hearing like any other zoning, and then we put buffers, setbacks, green space, and all that in this new ordinance that they have to meet.
A number of concerns were brought up by residents: traffic, pollution, and more than anything else, the black whiskey fungus infesting their property.
We already have to clean them every year, and there isn't, the closest warehouses are Heaven Hills.
A handful of people support the plan, saying it's better than any alternative development.
If y'all imagine if he sells that piece of property and does build 250, 300 homes back there.
Attorneys for the company say the meeting was meant to get feedback before moving forward.
This would be my property here. And this.
Jason hopes he doesn't see this project come to be and that he won't have to find a view like this somewhere else.
I don't want to live by a rickhouse. I'll find property farther out.
Attorneys for Four Roses say they plan to submit an application sometime next month. Judge Executive Hutchins also told us this evening he plans to propose a policy ordinance in Nelson County to help establish a cleanup fund to deal with the black mold. Logan Perrone, Wave News.